Why, hello, and welcome back to First Chances with Chance. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about art. So, there are many forms of art. There's painting, there's drawing, there's all of that, like the basic art, like sketching, and like Pablo Picasso, Andy Warhol, which not to brag, but mine and his birthdays are the same day in August. He is a Leo. Says a lot. Um, but yeah, there's also like makeup, like doing makeup on yourself. That's a form of art. There's the whole aspect of self identity with fashion and all that. Like there's multiple ways of like art in all in itself. It's really interesting if you like the more you dive into it, the more interesting it really gets. Like the more you look at it, the like more interesting that it gets too. But really, like design, like computer design and all of that stuff, is art as well. Like that takes a lot of talent. The face painting takes a lot of talent. Like I just recently did a video where I did a butterfly on my face. Yes, that's literally you're gonna be seeing that video on my channel around next month. I know it's far in the, but I've been pre-filming a lot of my videos. Today I'm gonna try to do another art video, where I paint some shoes that I got. Yes, the Five and Below shoes. I want to paint. I'm glad that they're white because it really helps with the aesthetic. I'm not gonna probably end up wearing them after I paint them. Um, I just really want to do like art takes me away from like it brings me to like peace and everything. Like it's good for your mental health, which we'll get into later on in the episode. But really, like I've been doing art obviously since elementary school because it's a requirement in elementary school to take like a art class. Um, my mom literally yesterday was taking out a piece of pottery that I did in elementary school, like breakfast food. Like I guess I did like a sausage link, or like two sausage links, scrambled eggs. No, I think it was a regular egg. Yeah, I think it was a regular egg. I think I tried doing hash browns. My God, I missed it like having hash browns. I'm gonna eat hash browns. Wow, the area that the mind goes to. It was painted and it was like on a plate and everything. And I was like, throw that out. And she's like, no, I have a bunch of stuff that from you and your brother from when you guys were in grade school and like brought home art. Um, I remember the pottery that I did. It was like in high school when I took pottery. It was more of a like it was a jewelry box, but not. I didn't do like a generic jewelry box per se. I did something like close to me and my mom because my mom's part Native American, so I did um a one of the tents. Was it? Yeah, it was a tent, but I forget what the name for it is. But yeah, and ignore over here because this is where my mom has her plants. Like right now, she's inside painting, and I really like the roller is squeaky. She was like, "Oh my god, like what are you doing now?" And I was like, "Filming another, another episode for the podcast." And she's like, "Oh my god." But yeah, she's inside painting the walls because we're, like I said, like I previously said, for the past like I think couple weeks, we're remodeling the kitchen and doing the tile in the floor. So for the next couple weeks, you're gonna see like me in a different area. More than likely, I'll be outside because my mom's been is gonna be home for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, and I should have changed the cup, but this is honestly is a piece of art in itself. Like it goes from matte on the bottom to sheer, no sheen, like a sheen finish on the top, which is really cool. Like I love how Starbucks did their cup. But I've been, like I said, doing art since elementary school. We've done pottery, clay, even that music is a form of art in it all in itself as well. So I've been doing music since, not doing music, but like been like listening obviously, but like music's always been in my head um since elementary school with music. We are like I said before, we did I used the maracas, I used the flute or whatever you want to call it. I forget what it's called, but it's like the whatever flute you play in like 5th grade, to be honest. But yeah, like art has always, like my mom's always been artistic. At one point we had a mural like in the living room, which if you look at my like first couple videos on my channel, you could actually get to see the mural on my like, and that was in the living room. My mom just recently painted over it, so it's not there anymore. But it was of the jungle, and my mom added a spider to the leaf because my dad like evidently liked spiders, and my brother's afraid of spiders. But yeah, what a contradictory in my family. I mean, nature is a piece of art all in itself as well. Like if you really think about it, Mother Nature created all of this, but whatever. Architecture can be considered a way of looking at art as well. Trying to stay hydrated. I haven't drank water all day, and it's already 1 o'clock. So yeah, definitely have to stay hydrated. But yeah, middle school I had art as well, and we did a whole bunch of things. Cooking can also be considered a way of art, like baking, like frosting the cookies and everything, which I also took a cooking class in middle school. In art we created, I want to say, like we didn't really do that much, but we did do a piece of art for like I think it was the United Nations or something, and like it was a competition that I guess I did do every year. But yeah, mine didn't win, which I didn't expect it to. Like I did put a lot of effort into it, but it is what it is. I have gotten my painting of mine published in my local, like my high school's literary magazine, so that was cool. But right now we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and then I shall be back. Okay, so I Okay, so I am back with another portion of the episode. I have food in the toaster oven for me and mom. Yes, I know, whatever. Um, Vegan nuggets. We might be going shopping tomorrow. Don't know yet. I mean, I know I'm for sure going shopping because I have to buy some groceries. Let's see what I have to buy. It, like I said in a previous episode, it just is scattered everywhere. I have to buy bread. I have to buy some food for my lunches at Target. I am buying minute rice, Annie's vegan mac and cheese, some vegetarian chana masala from Good and Gather, Bombay potatoes from Good and Gather. So that's what the rice is for, pretty much. Um, Nature's Bakery baked in organic chocolate oats, which I want to get my dad to try these because yeah. Nature's Bakery apple cinnamon fig bars, which I actually got him into the fig bars with it from Nature's Bakery because we saw them at Bedner's. If you guys don't know what Bedner's, like live in Florida and don't know what Bedner's is, check it out. I don't know how many Bedner's there are. I think it's just one, which is near like Boynton or Boca. It's on 441. Some Harvest Snaps, green pea snack crisps, Caesar. I thought that they were getting that my Target was getting rid of them, but they're so delicious. I haven't tried the wasabi ranch, which I really want to. I know that they're at the dollar store, but I'm just gonna buy a big bag, whatever. Because not at the dollar store they're like $1.25 for like a single serving. When this is how many servings? 3. So it's cheaper at Target. Then they have the crunchy loops sour cream and onion. Oh my god, I got the red lentil last time. They are so good. They also have like the barbecue, which I don't know if I want to get the barbecue or not. I know it's $2.49, but then I also have it's either the regular Nature's Own bread or that gonna get, or what is the other bread? Sara Lee's Delightful with because it's a lot. My mom, that's the bread, that kind of bread that my mom gets, and she's wanting me to like replace stuff. So whatever. I mean, I could technically get both breads. And then I also want to get the Goody Girls gluten-free birthday cake cream cookies, which I don't know how good these are. I've just been craving Oreos recently, so I want to get some like a healthy Oreo. When I was at like going to school at the in Boca, I would go to the health. I forget what the healthy food place that's there, and I got like the healthy Oreos, but there's like the chocolate and then the vanilla on both sides, and they were so good. When I tell you they're so good, see, like food in general is like good, and I'm trying to eat healthier because my dad did recently have a heart attack. So yeah, well, not recently. It was like a year ago, but whatever. And like the cartons on these, like some of these, it's like art. I mean, everything is art. It's just really depends on how you really want to look at it. There's definitely been tests done on like how like the benefits of painting and all of that, and music on like mental health. I mean, I personally with makeup, it allows me to get out of my like go from like possibly being like stressed out or depressed, and it allows me to express like makeup is honestly another way for me to express myself, which really is a good outlet to find. Like, even with fashion, like if you've seen my Instagram or like some like one of my recent videos on my channel, the concert video, that is another way of me expressing myself. Yes, last night I did have a episode with being like non-binary and everything, like that both like the energies were becoming like overwhelming and all of that, and then the body dysmorphia was like, I haven't really ever talked about body dysmorphia, like having body dysmorphia. It's something that I've dealt with my whole entire life per se. Like, I've always looked at like the female body and been like, oh, I like that type of body, but at the same time, being like male, it's always been hard. But like that in itself, like I could put into like artwork and everything. I just really don't like talking about this stuff because it does get me like emotional, and it brings back past like memories and all of that. I really don't like when the body dysmorphia acts up because a lot of the times I will feel comfortable in my own body, but then the times that acts up, it's just like, oh, nope, your body, no. But let's go ahead and change the subject, shall we? And where was I? Middle school? I think I was like talking about, yeah, middle school artwork. We made dragonflies at one point, and mine got stolen. So like my teacher, shout out to you, Miss J. Sorry, Miss Johnson. Yeah, that was her name, Miss Johnson. She gave me her dragonfly that she made like for the class, like to show to the class and everything. But she gave it to me because we couldn't find mine, and I'm pretty sure somebody took it. Like, somebody got jealous of mine because mine looked better than theirs, but whatever. Boo-hoo. I did just recently get rid of her dragonfly because it was hanging in my room, and I really didn't, like, I was getting rid of stuff. I really didn't have anywhere to put her dragonfly. I don't even know if she's still at the middle school that I went to, but it is what it is. High school, we did a whole bunch of art. We did pottery, which is where I made the Native American tent. What really is it called? I really want to know. Teepee. It was a teepee. Wow. I literally was about to look it up. Yeah, I made that for like the jewelry box and everything, and I really liked it. My mom still has it. We had it in our in one of our desks. Ow. And she, like, we didn't really use it. What I did was I made like a teepee. I put a half sun, half moon ball on the side to be able to lift the lid up. I pretty much cut it in half. What I did was I made a cone, and then I made like took another sheet of the clay and wrapped it around and kind of like folded it out a little bit to make it look like it was the opening of the teepee. What else did I do? I took, I made a dream catcher and put it on one of the sides. I also took, like, other feathers. Yeah, this is all made with clay. I also put it on another side, I think. Either that or I only did the dream catcher. I really don't remember, but it was so cool because, like, on the inside, it looked like the sun was shining in, but on the outside, with like the entrance, it looked like it was black, kind of like it was blocking out the sun, which really was super cool. And because like Native Americans really focus their energy on like the sun and the moon, that's why I did the ball and everything. But let's go ahead and take another break, and let's get in, and then we'll be back to get into more of the other artwork that I did in high school, maybe some other pieces of artwork that I did throughout my grade school, and then get into college and all the stuff that I did in art appreciation, which really wasn't like art driven. Like we didn't really make any art in art appreciation. We just talked about it. At one point, we did have a project with art, and because gun violence was going on at that time. Again, it's back, which is really like pissing me off, but whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a break, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. Um, it almost started raining, so yeah, I took out the vegan nuggets. I only had one. I just refilled my cup of water. And yeah. Oh my god. Um, we were talking about. I was going to go into high school, but I just remembered in elementary school. I know it could have probably been because my mom worked there, but whatever. I did a piece of artwork with like school supplies, like a ruler. I want to say a pencil. There was a sharpener or something. I know there's a ruler because that was the main thing that I drew. And it got an award for something like with the whole art program. Like it was put on display for a while, and yeah. I was so happy. Like my thing was there for quite a while. I know that we had SECME had the club that one of the clubs I was in, the science, engineering, construction, mathematics, and education. We had our mousetrap cars, which yeah, they were displayed in the front office as well, along with my piece of artwork, which my mom still has it somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I still have some of my high school pieces of my high school artwork. I think I don't know. I think I might have gotten rid of them, but yeah. At one point, we had in high school we had to do. Was it high school? No, it was middle school that we had to do a thing with music as well. Like we were able to bring in pieces from other like outside sources. So I printed out some stuff and glued it on, along with using marker and all of that stuff. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I think was displayed around the middle school that I was at. It was really cool. Like as much as I love art, like I really do love art. Like it's a passion of mine. Like I'm writing a book right now, um, which is another source of art. Like yeah, it's not like direct art. Like you're not drawing or doing anything like makeup wise or anything like that. But it's definitely really cool having like eventually obviously I want to publish the book. I'm planning on having the book done by like the rough draft done by the end of the year, which tomorrow is Friday, so I have to do the next chapter of the book. I was supposed to film the painting of the shoes today, but I don't know. It might start raining soon, so I have no clue how it's gonna be. If anything, I could start it today, let it dry, let some of the paint dry, and then go in tomorrow, and work on it. But as of right now, I mean the sky's cleared pretty much, so I should be able to do it. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm just looking behind me to look at the sky. now they know when I'm not when I don't do something around the house, it doesn't mean that I'm being lazy and watching TV all day. Sometimes I really am doing stuff around the house, just not what they think is doing stuff around the house. Like, I'm not just being lazy. There's a lot of times that I really am working, like doing this podcast, working on the book, which to my mom it's a project because I haven't told her. I told my dad the other day, but he didn't really have any comment. I mean, he pretty much like supports a lot of it. Like the butterfly that I did, he was like, "Wow, that looks like what so and so used to do, or what so and so does." Like, that's pretty cool. Like, I did it all freehand too, which you guys will be like get to see. Like, I didn't trace anything out. I just had like a bit that I was looking at, like a specimen, not a specimen, but like another butterfly, like a picture of a butterfly that I was looking at, in order to go off of that and put it on my face. Like, I can look at anything and really draw it, besides like a human being, which I do have to work on. But that's neither here nor there. Like, I remember in elementary school we were doing like self portraits, and I drew like what looked like an older version of myself, which honestly, like, I was really proud of it. I really was like, oh my god, that looks so good, until I did the skin tone. Like, don't get me wrong, markers, like, the cap was lighter than what the skin tone came out to be. So, like, hello, Crayola or Crazy Art, work on the caps of your colors, because they won't be matching up. Other than that, it really did look like an older version of myself, like kind of like what I look like now. It was scary. Like, I was impressed at myself. Like, it looked so good. But yeah, let's get into high school, because we're almost 30 minutes in and I haven't even done high school. Wait, is that freaking Alexa right there? Oh, you're kidding me. What the heck? Oh well. But yeah, in high school we did like the art club and everything. Like, I started doing, like, talking about the high school pottery and everything, but art club, we did a thing with Halloween, so I dressed up as what I wanted to say was Maleficent's brother that was never talked about in the stories. I made a staff and everything. The rock that I painted did keep falling off of the top. It wasn't very secure. But other than that, everybody, like, I had black wings on and all of that stuff too. What we did was, like, we painted like a coffin and put like roses in it, like flowers and all of that stuff. Like, I went out and bought flowers specifically for it. I recently got rid of them. I wanted to donate them to the art program, but whatever. I never really went, like, after graduating I still had them. Like, graduating high school I still had them. So I really didn't, like, I didn't think about it until like after, but whatever. That was pretty fun because we were handing out candy to the little kids at the elementary school that I went to pre-K at, which was like a funny, like, full circle moment. It was awesome. I really would do it again if I got the chance to. I really have to look into that because I don't know if they're doing it this year. I know they probably haven't done it for the past couple years because of COVID and all that, but it would definitely be fun being able to go back and see all of those, like, just volunteer at the elementary school. Um, it was called Trunk or Treat, which was, yeah, because the candy was out of like the trunk of the cars. Like we decorated the back of the cars, the car and all of that. At least the car that was used, we decorated the back of, and like our program did kind of wait till last minute to do like the decoration, so we literally had paint drying. I had to take stuff onto the school bus after school, and yeah, it was a whole mess, but we got it done. So yeah, but let's go ahead and take another break, and then I will be right back with some more stuff from pottery and high school, um, and then even into college. So yeah. So I'm back. I just finished eating my vegan nuggets. Um, I should eat carrots. I want carrots now. um, but yeah, back to like the stuff in high school. The bit that I was saying that I got published in my school's literary magazine, we called it the Lit Mag for short. It was like a painting of Rapunzel's hair, like going down the castle with like hands on the bottom, and, like wrapped around the hair. But also, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I also intertwined like vines around the like the bricks, because it was like bricks that I had. I'm pretty sure the bricks were the whole entire like painting, and then the hair was just coming down. I had to visualize it took a lot of work because I had to visualize a braid and like the thickness, like visualize the thickness and everything for like her hair going down, and then like the vines and all that. Like I don't know what it is with me and vines, but a lot of like I wouldn't get vines anymore now. For me, like it's more of like butterflies and all of that, like letting go of like the past kind of thing. Back then, I guess I kind of also did feel a little trapped, so that's also what like the vines symbolized a bit. Um, which I'm kind of reliving it in a way with the book that I'm writing, because it's about like two princes. It's about like self-discovery, which I just recently discovered myself even more. But the majority of it was from like high school type of stuff, so I'm reliving like the whole story of high school from with it. It's honestly really cool. What I want to do is get like a local artist to do like the cover page. Like I was talking to a one of the like the publicists or whatever, like with one of the free not free evidently, because I evidently beginning of the year I submitted a request just to like get information and everything. Like that shit is expensive. I did reach out to a person in high school that just recently had his book published beginning of the year, or like the end of last year, and he got his published through a contest, like a book contest. So that's what I'm gonna try to do first. I still do obviously have to work on the rest of the book, but I definitely want to get a local artist to do my like the cover art for it and everything, because I feel like that would be like really cool. They could get their name out there as well, along with like I kind of already have my name out like in the world, so like being like an outlet for them would like I feel like it's like supporting like I feel like supporting like small businesses is like a really big deal, and I look at that as like a small business type of thing. Like yeah, they'll get paid like a split of for like for a little bit, but then like I obviously get the rest because it's my book. Like they would probably get like 5% maybe. Don't ask me. I'm not even there like thinking about that yet. If they're like a friend, close friend, I'm sure that they do it for free because they love me. But I'd still like at least pay them like at least like a portion of something. So yeah. The lady that I spoke to with the publishing agency was like, "Oh, we could have the um, cover art being worked on while you're still trying to finish the book. This, that, and the other." Like, no. Like, I want like that's gonna be a portion of like I physically want to be in charge of the cover art. Like, who does it and all of that stuff. Like, this is a passion project for me. I'm not gonna let anything like be screwed up or anything like that, because that would really suck. Like, yeah, if I have to do like go through like a publishing agency and they are like, if I do win like a book writing contest, and I am required to have them do the cover art, then I guess that I would have to. But at the same time, like, I do want to help like a local artist. I just love how like I get on like these topics um, that like aren't really strayed from like the main topic, but like are a part of the topic itself. But because I still have a lot to talk about because I'm still in talking about high school stuff. What else did I do? So yeah, the pottery and everything. At one point, that was like the main like thing that I did was the TP and pottery. I did make a bowl, which is super small, but I use it now. Like, it was like a Artemis and not Aries. Artemis and Apollo bowl because like Greek mythology for me, and I'm excited to see Zeus in Love and Thunder, Thor, Love and Thunder. Honestly, not drinking that one as much. Yikes! I don't really like water, so shut up. That's a lie. I drink water all the time, so yeah. And I love drinking water because I know I have to stay hydrated. But yeah, also like sewing and all that is an art form, like a form of art, which my mom taught me how to use the sewing machine, which you guys know that some of you guys know that I was, during COVID, I was making like the masks and everything, which we will also now get into. And later on in the episode, wow. But yeah, like I wanted to pull up an article, which I still want to do because yeah, or just even discuss it. But yeah, high school was really fun with like all of the artwork. I did start my YouTube channel like towards the end of my senior year, like the last semester of my senior year. So yeah, art. And I was really getting it. Like, I was also working at that time, so I was also like walking from Duncan over to my local CVS, and just like spending my tip money on makeup, on like new stuff to try and all of that. At one point, I did get a company to send me stuff, but that we already discussed that. But it's a different episode. Not everybody's listened to that episode. Honestly, it is what it is. I started out like that, pretty much just, and I remember when like foundation was like $7, and when I was buying the Neutrogena Hydro Boost when it was $7. Now it's like $20 because it's been popularized. But yeah, what else did I do in? Oh, I also did theater, which was a art in it. It's another art in itself because like Shakespeare boosted that whole entire thing. Um, which I also did like my school had like a Hercules pageant, which I don't know if you've listened to the on stage episode, but I discussed like how I did like my makeup and everything and all that. And I also did go back and forth like between the art teacher and the pottery teacher. Like both of them liked me, so it wasn't like that big of a deal. At one point, I did like skip a class to go to finish like a art a pottery thing. I don't know. I might have just gone to hang out. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a break, and then I will really get into eventually get into the sewing, and I have to get into art appreciation with the project that I worked on. Ignore the rubber band. It's just like a fidget thing for me right now. And then also get into the book, like even more into the book. But yeah, I will be right back. So I am back. Actually, this shirt is a art project from a dolphin. Like a dolphin painted this. So that's why I wore it in today's episode, because art. Gotta love the art. So yeah, I was at Dolphin Research Center. I want to say in like high school, like one of the summers or spring breaks, in between like one of the grades, or even before going into high school, I think my grandparents paid for me to go to Dolphin Research Center in the Keys and do like a week-long camp with the dolphins, which was really like fun and entertaining, and I got to meet all the dolphins. It was really fun. And then like at the end we gotta choose like which dolphin we wanted to paint the shirt, which, and like also like the colors. We had two different colors that we chose from, but I guess when they were mixing the colors, a little bit of the color blue got on my shirt as well, which makes it unique because it's one of the only ones that actually got three colors. So yeah, and I don't even know how much my grandparents paid for me to go, but it was definitely fun. I would definitely go again. I want to go like and just like visit one day and be like, hey, but yeah, it was fun. But now let's get into art appreciation. So we had, during like the whole like gun violence in schools and everything, we had a project that we had to come up with. It was also intertwined with no, like gun violence in general was what like the art appreciation was for. And yeah, it's too hot, not getting too hot out, so there's no way that I'm going to be able to do the other like paint the shoes today. I'll have to do it tomorrow if we don't go shopping, but I still have to go shopping. We had to come up with a way that we could present violence and the aspects of it. So what I did was like I wanted a hyper realistic figure. One side would be like a black, like African American or like black. The other side would be like a white person. One would be because like a lot like back, like I still don't approve of gun violence, but also the figure, the black side would be wearing one like torn up clothes and like have like gunshots on it, bleeding out, while the other side was perfectly fine because like blacks are targeted more. So like that was where I was really getting at. My group, like I did have to present it to like the whole school for my group in order to get like 10 points credit, like I think it was like extra credit or something, but we were required to do it. The class that I was with was also working with, I want to say, the history, one of the history classes that was also going on at that time. So like they worked together, like both the teachers came up with the whole plan to do the whole project together, which is really cool because at the same time I was also taking like college composition, which we had to do an essay about gun violence and all of that, which I got an A in. Obviously, like, duh. It's me. Chance. But yeah, that I really loved like describing all of that stuff in the class, and we also brought in like with the essay that and our appreciation, we also brought in other like outside sources. But yeah, that's also how I met Brittany, which I'm hoping that I could eventually get her on the podcast because that would be fun. But let's go ahead and go into sewing. So my mom saw that I was like taught myself how to hand sew when I was younger. So she decided, you know what, let me teach you how to quill with the sewing machine and all of that, which I did. I definitely made some pretty cute quilts. Made a quilt for my neighbor because it was her birthday. Well, I think I made it. No, it was her birthday. Stupid birds. But yeah, what else? That's pretty. Oh, and then I was making masks, like pretty cool masks, and selling them during COVID. So yeah, that was pretty fun. That's pretty much it that I could think of at the moment. So let's go ahead and pull up this article and call it and like read a portion of it, or like find a short article. How long is? Oh, that is a short article. The healing power of art. Creative activities can relieve stress, aid communication, and help arrest cognitive decline. The title of a recent documentary film, Remember Better When I Paint, sums up the findings of a growing body of research into the cognitive effects of making art. The movie demonstrates how drawing and painting stimulated memories in people with dementia and enabled them to reconnect with the world. People with dementia aren't the only beneficiaries. Studies have shown that expressing themselves through art can help people with depression, anxiety, or cancer too. And doing so has been linked to improved memory, reasoning, and resilience in healthy older people. Well, that was too short. Thank you very much. Let's read this one. Very, very short. Like, way too short. This one is a good one. It'll go into us taking a break or a show. Creativity and recovery, the mental health benefits of art therapy. Art, no matter whether you choose to create it yourself or simply observe and enjoy it, is a relaxing and inspiring activity for many people. However, the particular benefits of artistic expression go much further than relaxation and enjoyment. Studies suggest that art therapy can be very valuable in treating issues such as depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, and even some phobias. It is a great way to express your emotions without words, process complex feelings, and find relief. In this article, we will take a closer look at art therapy and discuss its mental health benefits. What is art therapy? Art therapy can be defined in many ways, but the simplest way to define it is an application of the visual arts in a therapeutic context. You don't necessarily have to see a therapist in order to experience some of the therapeutic benefits of artistic expression. There are many simple activities you can try from the comfort of your home, such as art journaling, sketching, making collages, sculpting with clay, etc. It doesn't matter what media you choose. The only thing that matters is that you feel comfortable using it. However, working with a licensed therapist also has its advantages because a professional can tailor each activity to your own needs. If the activities are done in a group, they are excellent for building healthy connections with other people, which may be very helpful if you are fighting depression. The most important thing is that you should try art therapy only if you want it. Expressing yourself through art can be self-revealing and sometimes equally painful as talking. So if you still don't feel ready to try it, that is okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take another break and then be right back with the rest of the article and the outro. So yeah, I will be right back with the rest of the article. Okay, so I am back with the rest of the article and then I will get into doing the outro, and I've almost been doing this for over an hour because the breaks and all of that. So yeah, definitely time to cut this short. I might still do those two painting, so I don't know. I really don't know because I just want to do splotches on those two, which will be very short. So I might just do a live, and then upload the video after. So yeah, like edit and upload. Yeah. Why should try art therapy? Why you should try art therapy? Anyone who feels overwhelmed or pressured by the hectic world we live in should try art therapy. Creating art will give you a chance to slow down and explore any issues you may be having. Art therapy improves the mental health of people who are dealing with addictions, anxiety, attention disorders, grief and loss, dementia, depression, eating disorders, physical illness, PTSD, trauma, relationship issues, and much more. Since the focus is on the process and not the final product, art therapy is not about becoming a great artist, but about finding meaning and connection in your life. All you need for it is a willingness to experiment. Mental health benefits of art therapy activities. Art therapy can be used as a complement to traditional mental health treatment. The aim is to manage behaviors, process feelings, reduce stress and anxiety, and increase self-esteem. Self-discovery. Creating art can help you acknowledge and recognize feelings that have been lurking in your subconscious. Self-esteem. The process will give you a feeling of self-accomplishment, which can be very valuable to improve your self-appreciation and confidence. Emotional release. The greatest benefit of art therapy is giving you a healthy outlet for expressing and letting go all your feelings and fears. Complex emotions such as sadness or anger sometimes cannot be expressed with words. When you are unable to express yourself but you desire emotional release, making art may help you to do it. Stress relief. Fighting anxiety, depression, or emotional trauma can be very stressful for you both mentally and physically. Creating art can be used to relieve stress and relax your mind and body. It is very important to know that you don't have to be a talented artist in order to try art therapy. Human beings are innately creative, and all you need to do is complete an art therapy activity successfully is to be honest with yourself and your emotions. Once you unleash your creativity, your inner artist will quickly wake up. Unleash your inner artist. Okay, James Charles. Studies also show that creating art stimulates the release of dopamine. This chemical is released when we do something pleasurable, and it basically makes us feel happier. Increased levels of this feel-good neurotransmitter can be very helpful if you are battling anxiety and depression. Mental health professionals and experts agree that art therapy has many benefits, from boosting your self-esteem and providing you a safe outlet to relieve your emotions, to give you a sense of control over your life, and helping you to get to know and understand yourself better. During the process of art creation, you will be taking yourself on a journey of self-discovery that will help you eliminate emotional roadblocks and learn how to communicate with yourself and others. Okay, well, that's it for the articles and these stories. So yeah, if you guys have any stories of your own, don't forget to text 5 or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. DM First Chances with Chance on Instagram, or if you guys are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to comment down below. Again, don't forget to text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. DM First Chances with Chance on Instagram, or leave a comment down below on your YouTube the YouTube channel in the description. Well, not description, but the comment section. Bye, guys. Love you.